Now, right now, the new mayor-elect in Springfield, Jim Langfelder, was endorsed by a Beta of Illinois. And we're excited to see that he's going to be the new mayor. And we're also excited to see that the present mayor, Mike Houston, is no longer going to be mayor. And the reason is a motorcycling issue. That Mike Houston would not even talk to us about why he let the police charge us thousands of dollars for traffic control when we had processions in town. We knew that other processions weren't being charged anything. We knew that we had the capability of traffic control ourselves. And when we discussed this we tried to discuss it with the mayor. He wouldn't meet with us. And then he wanted us to talk to the chief of police. The past chief of police wouldn't talk to us. He wanted me to talk to the president of the police union. And at that point, the whole thing just went dead. Because when government refuses to talk to you, you know you've got the wrong government. And we had the wrong government there. We're absolutely delighted to have somebody in there that will at least talk to us, that will at least do their job to converse with the interested citizens and to try to work toward a common solution. So that's my pitch. My pitch is, another thing I was going to emphasize, if you don't have time to walk precincts and stuff envelopes and help politicians get elected, if you don't have time to go to meetings, if you don't have time to go to events, if you, because of health or family issues or you're working 3 jobs or whatever, if all you can do is join the organization, then do that. It is huge. When you go to a politician and say, I represent 15,000 bikers, that is much more powerful than saying, I represent 5,000 bikers. And what I tell people about a Beta of Illinois when I ask them to join is, we have roughly 10,000 members now, but we'd do a lot better if we had 10,001, and that's why we need you. So you've accomplished something by doing that, just by being a member. And I want to repeat something that the late Harold Dodd told me when he was championing the cause of the Farmers Union here in Illinois. He was talking to a farmer about joining the Farmers Union. And the farmer says, well, why should I? He says, you're going to do whatever you're going to do, whether I'm a member or not. And he says, and it's not going to cost me anything if I'm not a member. So I might as well have you guys do my work, do it all for me. Harold looked him in the eye and said, you're a parasite. And frankly, that applies to motorcycling also. When somebody's not willing to hitch up their britches and be part of the solution, then shame on them. They're letting us all down. They're not just being, lazy, they're being worthless. And they're not a friend of motorcycling unless they will work to make motorcycling as free, as open, as we all know it should be. So, John, aren't you glad you got me wound up?
Yes, I am. And you know what? We can stay on a little bit longer if you're willing to do so. And I just want to take a short little break here, and then we'll come back, and I want to speak about the awareness rally in Springfield. That way everybody's aware of it for those listeners
that's coming
listening
up.
to it.
That's good.
So yes, it is. So we're going to take a short little break here. And this is John Fireball Anderson with my co-host, George Tankum. And we are on Patriots on Wheels. I guess the call-in line is not working right, but you can go on Spreaker.com, which you're listening to on Patriots on Wheels, and chat us. So bring up the chat box and throw us a chat. So we'll be back in just a minute. This is the Star Spangled Banner by Madison Rising.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to rename the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save this land of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the home of the
Hello and welcome back to Patriots on Wheels with John Fireball Anderson and my co-host George Tankum. And that was Madison Rising, Star Spangled Banner. And man, I support these guys 110%. Great guys, like I said, get out there and watch their concert and get out there and meet them. Patriotic as ever. You know, their songs have so much meaning and it's so powerful. You know, so you're not only witnessing a great concert, but it's a great patriotic concert. But anyway, we're back on here. You can chat me at Spreaker.com. Bring us up at Patriots on Wheels. The phone line's not working right now, so you can chat me. Throw in a chat. George was speaking about A-Bait, and we're speaking right now. We're going to talk a little bit about the Lincoln Land Chapter Awareness Rally. And there's actually a pre-awareness rally too, which is on the 21st or the 25th, April 25th, at North Enders VFW, and that's behind Hall's Harley Davidson in Springfield, Illinois. So once you get the Halls, you'll see it behind there. That is the pre-rally awareness rally party, and that is from 3 o'clock till midnight And then on Sunday, the 26th, April 26th, will be their awareness rally. So you want to talk a little bit about that, if you want, George?
Yeah, John, first of all, I want to make sure you can hear me.
Yes, loud and clear.
Am I coming across?
Absolutely perfect.
Okay, good. I want to emphasize that it is not just Lincoln Land Chapter Awareness Rally. It's a Bay of Illinois. It's a statewide event. And I tell people, even if they're not going to ride, it's worth going to the Illinois Department of Transportation parking lot at 2300 South Dirksen Parkway in Springfield, on the east side of Springfield, at noon, and just walk through the parking lots just to see all the really interesting motorcycles there. I think that alone is worth getting out of bed and doing on a nice Sunday morning. And from what I can tell, the weather is going to be nice on Sunday. So the idea is that we meet there at the parking lot. We leave at 1:00 for the state capitol. There's going to be politicians telling us how important motorcycling is and how great we are and all, and they'll wrap themselves in the politicians do, and then we'll leave feeling good about ourselves and about the mission ahead of us. And it's going to be a challenging time in Illinois because we have some serious financial problems that our past legislators and governors have let accumulate through the years and get worse, and worse. And now this year, we are going to try to dig ourselves out of this particular hole. And as you well know, that when you try to dig yourself out of a hole, sometimes it just gets deeper. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of insights we'll get from our political speakers when they show up. I'm going to be particularly interested to participate this year. Also this year, we have a number of off-road riders that are going to be riding in the procession. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be in my wife's minivan hauling people back and forth so they can get to their vehicles that are riding on these off-road vehicles. These will be ATVs, three-wheelers, dirt bikes, motorcycles and ATVs that are not licensed to ride on the road, but because this is a permitted procession, essentially a parade, it's legal for them to be on the highway as part of this event. So that should be a pretty good show by itself. I think that this could be a good day to get out. John and I are members of the Vintage Iron Riders Motorcycle Club. We've certainly tried to encourage our membership to participate in this event just because it's a great way to show off your bike. Now, because people like me have old motorcycles, we're not quite sure what bike is going to run on what day, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be riding, but this is something I think people should participate in. They should observe. If they love motorcycling, whether they ride or not, they should at least walk through the parking lot and see what kind of stuff is out there.
Hey,
and
George, a second, George?
Yes.
I think that's important for everybody to know,
yes.
like you said, is that people can ride anything they want to ride. Because I don't think a lot of people realize they can ride their dirt bike, their four-wheeler, or anything like that. And whenever you get a chance to ride your four-wheeler or dirt bike right down the middle of Springfield, a wheelie for 6 blocks. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, a lot of people don't know that. And it's important for our listeners to spread that out, that it's just not for licensed vehicles. It's for unlicensed vehicles as well, off-road. So go ahead, George.
Right. And of course, this is only for the procession itself, and that's the reason that I'm operating a van, hauling people back and forth, is because what they're going to do is haul their off-road vehicles to the parking lot there at DOT. They're going to unload their vehicles. Then they're going to take their trucks and trailers and whatever to the Capitol, and then they're going to